This is the book of Revelation, chapter 8, verse 13. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, 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 to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels, which are yet to sound. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. My brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Revelation, chapter 8, verse 13, is that we have some breaking news, hot off the press, okay, which just proves that this World War III, which I like to say we're in the beginning of, is only going to get bigger and nastier. Get ready for a draft. All right? And this is speaking to you proud-ass Americans dwelling here in Babylon the Great, okay, which is America. Babylon the Great, Mystery Babylon, is America, okay? So Donald Trump last night ordered a strike on Iran's strategic rail bridge. All right, and this rail bridge is what they call a key route linking Iran, Russia, and China when it comes to trading. Okay, so America is now messing with China and Russia's economy. All right, because Iran is a key trading partner. All right, especially for China, because China needs the oil. So I asked Google AI, what goods or commodities does Iran trade with Russia and China through the Agtay-Khan rail bridge? All right. So this is what the AI overview said. Iran utilizes the Agtay-Khan railway bridge in Golestan province as a vital land route to bypass port blockades. Right. Okay. And so that's how you know Donald Trump was lying to the American people, saying that the blockades were working. They were not. Okay. Iran always had other means, all right, to export their goods, their commodities to Russia and China. Okay. But now Trump has now, fucked up. Like my man Joe Rogan said, Trump might have fucked up with Iran war. Damn right. Okay. Because this war is getting a whole lot bigger. And there's already reports saying that it's going to be prolonged. It's going to be a prolonged war, meaning it's not going to be short like Donald Trump and the rest of the mainstream media is parroting. U.S. and Iran prolonged war. I know it was a Jerusalem Post posted this. Yup, here it is. White House preparing for prolonged Iran conflict over the Strait of Hormuz. All right, U.S. officials believe the conflict could last from several days to weeks. All right, I even saw another article that said months, depending on whether Iran continues attacks on commercial shipping in Strait of Hormuz. Well, you just attack their key bridge that they need to to conduct trade with their partners. So yeah, this war is going to go a lot longer. All right, and it needs to be for what? Boots on the ground. Okay, get ready. Get ready for boots on the ground. Again, we are in the beginning of World War III. Okay, and get ready for boots on the ground, and then get ready for a draft. All right, after the boots on the ground and they get slaughtered. Okay, because there's going to be a mass casualty amongst U.S. troops when they go boots on the ground. All right, think of Iwo Jima on steroids. Okay, this is why Trump is doing, well, not Trump. He's just the face, but the U.S. military is trying their hardest to keep attacking the islands, okay, in the Strait of Hormuz. All right, because they know they gotta drop soldiers on those islands, because the whole game plan is to open up the Strait of Hormuz. All right, which is a fallacy. It's going to fail. But let's get back to this. Again, woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, because this is going to affect the whole earth. You think gas prices are bad now? You think food prices are bad now? You haven't seen nothing yet. Oh, I'll get back to this one later, but let me go back to goods and services. So the bridge facilitates the exchange of oil, LPG, industrial parts, solar panels, and general cargo containers with China, as well as cargo shipments of originating from Russia. Right. So again, what America just did, all right, they attacked, okay, a key route, all right, not only for Iran's economy, but for China and Russia's economy. Okay. So this is major. Okay. And then you got Donald Trump saying he's going to back Ukraine by showing them how to build Patriot missiles, and then allowing them to build Patriot missiles in Ukraine. Okay? So it's getting spicy. All right? Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Again, this third world war is going to affect everyone. Okay? It's already have. It's just only going to get worse. All right? That's why the Lord raised up prophets to warn our people. All right? It's high time to wake up out of sleep. All right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. It's high time to wake up out of sleep and repent. All right? This place is, okay, going down. America is not, okay, going back to its glory days. It's over. Okay? Let me get this scripture. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 5. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing. Right. All right. And only the elect are going to keep the commandment, meaning being obedient to the words of the Lord. Okay. Taking heed to his words. All right. Understanding what? And a wise man heart discerneth both time and judgment. Right. Understanding both time and judgment. Okay. The elect are going to do that. All right. That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect, because we understand, all right, that our only way out of this is Yahweh Shai. All right? Yahweh Shai is the only one that can get us up out of this, okay, hell. Okay? And it's about to get a lot worse. People acting like, oh, all right, they can still go out and get food and still go to the bar or still go to the baseball game or the soccer game. Like, all right, everything is peachy. All right, but nah, it's about to get live and horrific. All right. 6. Because to every purpose there is time and judgment. Therefore, the misery of man is great upon him. Right. Okay, and you're gonna see great misery upon, all right, the people walking this earth, especially those walking here in America, Babylon the Great. Great misery is coming. Okay. Ooh, this is good too. 7. For he knoweth not which shall be, for who can tell him when it shall be? Right. NLT version. Indeed, how can people avoid what they don't know is going to happen? Right. Because these people are fucking asleep. All right. Especially here in America. All right. They all worked up over the soccer game and, all invested in the soccer game. They have no idea, okay, what's about to happen to this place, man. Especially the economic problems that's coming to America. Okay, this is major, man. What Trump just did, man. Okay, like my man Joe Rogan said, Trump might have fucked up. Yeah, he did fuck up, man. All right, because now Russia and China are about to put the pressure on, okay, America. All right, and they're going to back Iran even more now. Okay, again, Su-35 Russian warplane given to Iran. Okay, Russia. Wait a minute. Here it is. JJ's opposed Turkey F-35 sale as Russia prepares Iran Su-35 delivery. There you go. The Su-35 delivery. Russia builds 20 Su-35 super flankers to update Iran's air support. Air force. Excuse me. So there you go. So it's happening. Revelation 16 and 12, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates. And clearly the great river Euphrates, okay, if you do any research on it, okay, as the scriptures say, and the water there was dried up. The great river Euphrates is dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Right? Who are the kings of the east? Okay, all those countries in the Eastern Hemisphere. Like Persia, like the Arabs, okay, like Russia, like China, okay, they're in the East and they're being prepared for what? All right, to talk about sports, soccer, no, for war, and this is about to, okay, lead to something big. Get ready for a draft; it's coming, okay, and boots on the ground is coming too. All right. That's why Donald Trump's hitting all these islands near the Strait of Hormuz, because they know they got to put boots on the ground, because their objective is try to open up the Strait of Hormuz. Okay? Which goes to show you the American media has been lying to the American people, saying that, the Strait of Hormuz is open. Okay? Anybody can go through. It's all lies. It hasn't been open. Iran has been, okay, putting that Strait of Hormuz on a chokehold. And they're about to put a chokehold on the strait in the Red Sea. It's called what's the strait in the Red Sea? Banda something? What is the strait in the Red Sea called? Here we go. Bab el Mandeb. Yeah. If you type in Iran, Bab el Mandeb, Iran has threatened to block the Bab el Mandeb Strait, a crucial maritime choke point connecting the Red Sea to the Gulf of Aden, by using its regional allies, the Yemen-based Houthis. Yo, the Houthis, these motherfuckers. These Houthis don't give a fuck, man. These are crash out dummies, man. All right? They don't give a fuck. They're like, fuck. Because, Yemen has been literally in a famine for like years. All right, so they don't give a fuck. They've been battle tested. All right, to go days without food, man. All right, this strategy is designed to increase pressure during regional conflicts. Right, so get ready for Iran to assist the Houthis to shut down the Bab el Mandeb, okay, which is the strait that connects the Red Sea to the Gulf of Aden. Okay. And if you want a map, we'll get a map. Iran map. Okay. All right. So America, right? We'll start over here first. America's been tagging this place up. All right. Soften it up. Also Bandar Abbas as well. Okay. And also down here in Konarak, because I believe, militarily, they're going to have to get the boots on the ground here, okay, Marines, and then 82nd Airborne. Okay, they'll drop them on one of these islands so they can get fucking destroyed, because that's the dumbest shit ever. But anyway, all right, that's why Donald Trump, and well, really not Donald Trump, it's the U.S. military is tagging all this place up here so they can get boots on the ground. Okay, now that's the Strait of Hormuz. Now, when you move it over here, okay, the Red Sea, okay, also up here, real quickly for edification, this is the Gulf of Suez. All right, this is where we walked. All right, it's where Moses and us, the children of Israel. Okay, we walked with Moses through the Gulf of Suez over here to the Sinai, all right, Peninsula. All right, just for some historical purposes. That's why, like the Apostle Elders say, you got to know your maps. So down here, now to the point, this is the Bab al-Mandeb Strait that connects from the Red Sea to the Gulf of Aden, all right? And the Houthis are all here doing what they do best, fucking shit up, okay? And not giving this up. And they've been shooting missiles from here all the way to them rats over there, okay? Them JJs, just tagging them up from here, all right? So Iran said, hey, we're going to lock this down too. So you know what that means? If Iran is able to lock this down with while using the Houthis, all right, that means that, all right, these areas are now under Iran's control, and that's bad for the global economy, especially for the Western civilizations, the Western nations, okay, especially here in Babylon the Great, okay, where you Americans have been living, okay, deliciously. Now it's time for you to pay the piper and get your judgment. And this is all part of the, again, who's doing this? Yahweh Bashim Yashai, because he's moving these chess pieces around. All right, so yeah, just wanted to bring that out. All right. And oh, by the way, Iran is banking on war of attrition against the U.S., meaning Iran is actively executing a prolonged multi-front war of attrition against the U.S. and its allies, rather than seeking a quick resolution on the ongoing conflict. See, this is how you know that the American administration, you know, Trump and the fatheads have been lying to the public, because they're saying, oh, Iran wants a quick deal, wants a quick resolution. No, they don't. They're banking on a prolonged war. It's America that wants a quick resolution, okay? Tehran is betting that it can deplete U.S. defense resources, inflict economic pain. That's what's coming. Get ready to see gas prices go up, food prices go up, everything go up. Everything's going to go up, okay? And ultimately exhaust Western political willpower. Hey, that's what's happening, man, okay? All right, and again, it's the will of the Lord, all right, to bring America down, okay? That's why he said he laid a snare. Yeah, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. Right. So the Lord has laid a snare for you proud-ass Americans by making sure this war in the so-called Middle East, all right, goes off where it affects your pockets and affects, okay, you living in this delicious lifestyle. Also, that war in Ukraine is not going away either. That's how we know we're in World War III. We're in the beginning stage of World War III, because the Ukrainian war is also affecting your pockets. Okay, Donald Trump said, okay, that he's going to back Zelensky with the Patriot missiles. Okay, Job 18:10, the snare is laid for him in the ground and a trap for him in the way. Right, that's to you proud-ass Americans, all right, especially you Edomites. Okay, yeah, this place is cooked. So anyway, hey, look, man, whoa, it's getting spicy. Like my man Joe Rogan said, yup, Trump might have fucked it up. You damn right, okay? And by Trump hitting that trade route, now China and Russia about to make some power moves. Okay, get ready for China and Russia to put the pressure on America in many ways. Okay, because hey, once you start messing with a man's money, okay, that's it, man. It's war. All right. So yeah. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, it's getting spicy. We're in the beginning stages of World War III. It's only going to get bigger, nastier. Get ready for boots on the ground. Okay, 82nd Airborne. Okay, it's still got to keep bringing this out. 82nd Airborne. Okay. The Pentagon ordered thousands of soldiers from 82nd Airborne Division to deploy to the Middle East as part of the broader Iran war effort. Okay, so 82nd Airborne, all right, they're right now located at the statehood of the JJs, and what they're doing right now is they're training, okay, how to jump into Iran's backyard, all right, and I don't believe Karg Island, all right, because it's being publicized too much. If I was a betting man, okay, I believe that the 82nd Airborne will either try to land in Bandar Abbas and try to overtake the airport, okay, so that they can land. You know, if you're trying to invade if you're trying to invade a country, you need to first get the airports, okay, so that you can land your planes there. But Iran may just blow this shit up and say fuck it, okay? Or they as crash dummies, they drop the 82nd Airborne on the Hormuz Island so they can see, okay, what a fucking bloodbath, an Iwo Jima, all right, 2.0, okay? If you don't know anything about the battle Iwo Jima, it was a slaughter fest for the Marines, okay? Or they might throw them here. But if I was a betting man, it'll be here for the 82nd Airborne, while the Marine Expeditionary Unit, okay, they put them here in Konarak, okay, because it's a lot closer, because the U.S. Navy aircraft carriers and war destroyers are all here, okay. See how they're all around here because they're scared to get fucked up over here. So if the Marines, they were gonna put the Marines, they'd probably put them there, okay? And then they'll have them walk up, or try to. But this is the terrain. See, this is how you know this is the will of the Lord, okay? And that's why, okay, he's a man of war. Look at Iran's terrain. These are all mountains, okay? Iran isn't flatland. Iran is mountainous, okay? It's a strategic location. The Lord put Iran here specifically for prophecy to be fulfilled, okay? And that's how you know America is going to lose, all right, this war. All right, that's why you have all these high-ranking officers leaving, quitting, retiring, okay, or being forced to leave because they don't want to go along with the suicide mission. This is a fucking suicide mission. Anyway, so Lord willing, this lesson edified. I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it door, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles, elders. We're almost out here. To the feasters that are watching, keep studying when you pray. Pray to cover. Hey, we're almost out here. And as the apostle elders always say, when it comes to doing our lessons, on to the next one. Shalom.